Greetings, Earthbound travelers. It's Sunday night. That means it's time for Will of the Dice to present Bloodlines. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I am Tyr the DM, he, him. I'm the world's okayest DM, and I will be your guide to this cacophony of clusterfuckery that we call Will of the Dice. Before we get started, we do have a couple quick announcements. Uh, First and foremost, we are for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Secondly, we are in no way, shape, form associated or affiliated with any TTRPG creators, publishers, manufacturers. We're just a group of individuals come together to play our game and share that with you. And Alice.
Hi everyone. We at Rule of the Dice do not encourage the use of nicotine products such as vaping, cigarettes, and cigars. Nicotine is an addictive and harmful substance, and we want all of you out there to be happy and healthy. Though some of us may be users of such products, do as we say, not as we do. If you already do use and are looking to quit or are trying to quit, there are resources out there, and we support you in that endeavor.
I was muted, so you didn't hear me. Thank you. Also, want to give a shout out to the musicians that were using their music tonight. They are Michael Gelfie, Kevin McLeod, and our very own Patrick Taylor. Thanks, Peculiar Patrick. Your music slaps. We have a Patreon. If you want to support us, head over to patreon.com. Look for Will of the Dice. The next 20 subscribers gets a 55 millimeter D20 table shaker from Red Panda Dice and Delights. And we also has a YouTube's if you want to catch up on previous episodes. And let's see, I believe that's it. So we'll go ahead and do introductions.
Hi again, I'm Alice, the voice of Winter, a half tabaxi, half orc, heavy on the tabaxi, light on the orc, with blue-gray fur and brilliant blue eyes. And she doesn't really care right now that her fiance is smoking hot. Like she gets bad vibes off of this whole situation. She hates the mask. She wants it nowhere near her. And she's just wanting to get out of this deal any way that she can, even if her fiance says it's fated to happen no matter what. And you can find me on Twitter at Cap'n Cupcake.
Everybody, I'm Christina, the voice of Tiami. We're both she, her.
Damn it!
Tiami is a 6'2" white minotaur with blue eyes. She's got 2-foot long horns capped in silver and steel, and dyed blue hair. And she's at this point is just ready for a nap. Just a little nap. And you can find me on Twitter at Tia Morsascula.
Both she, her.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Patrick, the voice of Shariz. I am a he, they, and Shariz is a he, him. And that he, him so happens to be a 6'10" Luxodon that has become a paladin, has died, has been brought back to life, and is, kind of excited to be in Frenya, question mark? But they're not there anymore, so now it's back to adventuring. And you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ren Matley, the voice of Kalira. We are both she, her. Kalira is a 2'8" tall fangling. She's halfling in appearance with a slightly heavier set body, gnomish ears, and little fangs where her canine teeth should be. She's got about chin length, curly purple hair, and, well, typically very sunny and excitable. She's not feeling so great about things going on right now. But you can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
And as I said in the beginning, I'm Tyr the DM, the world's okayest DM. And you can find me on Twitter at Tyr_the_DM. The introductions and announcements made. We'll go ahead and get into the night's story. As always, our safe word is porcelain. And are there any last requests before I pass judgment? I mean, start the game.
Not in the fur, and because Locke's not here, not in the face.
Hi, Mom.
When last we left, the party had traveled to the city of Frenya. There, they had encountered some strange happenings that turned out to be nightmares and were introduced to one Raza Hazar, the dragon that dreamt the nightmare world into being. There was a deal struck between Atreus and the Razahazar that Winter would be kept safe until their wedding, and that Winter would agree to the marriage of their own accord. They would not be coerced forcefully with threats and such. There was a vision in a mirror in the 6th floor hallway seen by one Kalira. It was Mila, Atreus's sister. Rushing back to tell the others, they hurried down to the mirror when they made the mistake of touching it and were sucked into another pocket dimension where Umbravex, the wolves of the Angramora Shadow Realm, waited and seemed to have a target of one Winter. So much so that Winter became infected with the Umbravex disease, and were it not for armor, would have passed that disease on to the paladin, perhaps. Or maybe his paladin gifts would have kept him from contracting such a heinous magical illness. We'll never know. Razahazar showed up, curing Winter of the dreaded curse, and proclaiming, "You had one job." This, my friends, is where our story continues. And this is where it will be determined. Have you been forsaken to the will of the dice? Razahazar will slam his foot into the ground, the very air crackling with energy. He will point to the mirror. It will shatter, opening up a doorway into the hallway of the 6th floor in the very fanciful hotel where you all were staying. We have business. He will grab Atreus by the arm and they will vanish.
Kalira is still sitting on the floor. Oh, that's not good. Hang on. She's gonna reach into her pouch and grab a vial so she can use it as a focus and cast a cure wounds on herself because she's really beat up. Really, really beat up. Because after Tiami healed her,
Hey,
she's at
buddy.
9.
Hey, buddy, are you okay over there? I see you're using your little vials and stuff. Do you need a hug?
16. Uh, I'm not okay. None of this is okay. Atreus promised Razahazar we'd keep him safe. We'd keep Winter safe. Until she agreed to marry him. But we screwed up. She's gonna look
Why?
at Winter. I'm sorry you couldn't save you. I'm
Why
sorry I
the
couldn't.
why the hell would you promise anything to him?
Because he said he'd keep Xanther away. All we had to do was keep you safe.
You realize that was a setup, right? He's the reason we didn't sleep. I could have cured Winter if I have had some sleep. That's his fault. Winter hasn't had any sleep, so she's not on her game.
We didn't know. We didn't know that none of you had slept. He came to us this morning before we woke up. Wait. If he's here, does that mean we're in the nightmare realm? Or that we're not awake? Because we're only seeing him in dreams up to this point. I don't understand.
I think we're awake. Because I remember waking up and actually like not having some sleep and then going back to sleep and then getting some good sleep. But let's get out of this creepy place. Let's go through the glass door broken stuff. Yeah?
Okay. She'll very shakily get off the floor I recall she had dropped one of her weapons. She will pick it up and go back out into the hallway. Our room's just over there.
Winter
It's
will
here yet.
also
We can go look at it.
Winter will also pick up her sword because she did drop it before she went to attack Hug Shuri's.
Kalira will lead them down the hall and let them into their room.
A beautiful room, smaller than the Admiral Suite, but a beautiful room nonetheless. A king-size canopy bed, a balcony with 2 small chairs and a table looking out over the mountainscapes of the Ragnarkarn. A giant claw-footed tub. It is a nice suite.
The room, for the most part, is neat. There is some clothing on the floor, and the bed is definitely not made.
So,
Winter's
buddy,
just
you
going
still
to.
feeling bad?
Sorry, go ahead.
Uh, he's looking at Kalira.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, are you still feeling bad, buddy?
She's kind of holding her side. That thing hurt me a lot. I didn't get sick like
Just-
Winter, but
It's okay. Here, just bring it in. Just come here. I'll give you a hug.
okay, but be really gentle. My ribs hurt really bad.
You got it. And he will hug you and also do lay on hands and give you back 20 HP.
Thank you. Oh, that's a good hug. Thank you.
You know, I've been told they're kind of the best.
So we need to figure out what we're doing next, and at
Maybe,
some point, I guess, try to figure out how to get Atreus back.
Yami, you look
Yeah.
exhausted.
I need to sleep. But it hasn't been safe to sleep.
You should lay down and rest.
Take
Gonna
some
look to Winter.
watches. We'll take watches.
I've had sleep. I can stay up and keep an eye.
She's not going to argue. She's just going to plop on the bed and immediately go to sleep.
Winter is going to join because she's also exhausted and hurting.
I need both of you to roll a d20, please.
Oh.
Yami,
18?
Winter.
3D.
I need everyone but Winter to earmuff, please. Your sleep will be sound, heavy. One of those sleeps that when it does come time to wake, you'll be disoriented, not sure exactly where you are. But when you do wake, you will be cuddling the mask, holding it to your chest, almost protectively.
She's just gonna groan when she comes to realize that she's holding the mask. My dice hate Winter.
May I bring the others back?
Yeah.
Welcome back. Thank you for the earmuff. You awake, Winter, with the realization. What would you like to do?
She's going to groggily stumble out of the bed and grumble and put it back in her pack.
Okay.
Kalira watches her get up and stumble over to her pack. Winter, are you okay?
Don't worry about it. Don't.
Oh, okay.
She may have put it in someone else's pack. She's still not fully
Roll a d20.
acclimated to being alive. 7.
Thank you. The night will pass uneventful, and you will rest. You may each avail yourself of a long rest.
Finally.
Here, while they were sleeping, is it possible Kalira could have spent some time with her alchemy tools and brewed a potion?
Sure.
Thank you.
Which potion would she have brewed?
I am looking at my list. She is going to brew a potion of fire breath.
Okay.
Tammy's going to take the time to prepare spells.
Okay.
When everybody's starting to wake up, Shariz will very quickly say his morning prayers and then attempt to go find breakfast for everyone.
Okay. Breakfast is not hard to find. You return with a plethora of food, a virtual smorgasbord, if you will.
I figured this would be easier than the cauldron. Probably a little bit more couth.
Oh, wait, I think I misunderstood. So this was overnight.
Yes.
Okay, so I would have had to have rested then instead of making a potion.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought it was still daytime. I will
Nope. It
fix
was
that.
overnight.
In that case, Kalira could not have stayed up to brew a potion. She would have had to rest.
Okay.
She is not an elf.
What do you do, my friends?
Well,
The day is
Winter's gonna
yours.
have breakfast.
And it is a delightfully delicious breakfast.
All right, before we go running around half cocked like we have a tendency to do, is there anything anyone needs to do while we're in Frenya?
I really need time to brew some potions. I mean, it's kind of important.
How long do you need?
A day at least.
Okay. I need to go shopping for silly little things. Rope,
Yeah, you still
iron
need rope.
spikes. Yeah.
Oh,
I could really use a bath.
let me go grab my pack. I think, I gave you all those anti-scrying necklaces, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
He
No?
did. No, he
You
did.
did.
He
It
did?
was yeah.
Way
Yeah.
But
a while ago.
it was a while ago, but it wasn't right away when he got them.
I'm checking my notes. Not that I don't believe you. I just...
I believe it was after the mask showed up, like right that morning after the mask showed up.
Okay. Yes, I see here that... Yeah, it says Shariz finally gave. So...
Oh, okay. I just remember them being in my pack, and I just couldn't remember if I gave them to you or not.
Well, I'll stay here and work on potions in case Atreus comes back. You all go do the shopping you need to do.
Well, I can stay here and at least semi-protect you, because I need a bath anyway.
I was gonna say, I don't think any of us should be alone.
Well,
Okay.
then it looks like you and me, cuz.
All right.
In that case, Kalira will, so long as they get enough time, Kalira will spend the day working on her potion and a few explosive seeds.
Y'all will have a couple of days of downtime. Your shopping is easily completed in Frenia. We'll settle up gold after the fact. Excuse me. Normally I do shopping episodes. I'm just too tired to try to do shop NPCs tonight. So, how will you spend your next 2 days?
If we're gonna be there for 2 days, probably gonna try to find a library and check in with the guy at the desk to see if he heard back from anyone at the castle or anything about how to get to the Nightmare Realm safely.
The answer does come back in that there is no known way to safely travel there at this time. What are you looking for specifically in the library?
At this point, she's helping to stumble across anything. So if we can find more information about Rasa Hazar, if she sees anything that looks like the mask.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
I'll help, because this is very pertinent to Winter.
17.
You find a book that has a picture of the mask on the front of it. It is a book about lore of the occults. There is one. There's a section about the quickened souls that shows a mask that looks like the one Xanther wears. There is the mask that Winter possesses, which is a mask of nightmares and shadow. It is magically speaking, it's a +1 protection, but it slowly turns you into a creature of shadow. And then there's one of a mask that is just pure white with filigree. It's talking about an order of the shadowed sister.
My brain, as Christina is running. Somebody saw that, but I can't remember. Okay. So she's going to make sure that she talks to everybody about what she did find.
Okay. If she continues reading about the shadowed sister, they are a group that follows the fallen queen of Angramora, Gangriella, and her priestesses. Their devout mission is to devour the world in shadow so that Gangriella can rise to power once more. They are also opposed to the Brotherhood of the Quickened Soul, as they serve the Nightmare Realms. So there is a war there in the shadow between the two factions.
Wait, this doesn't make any sense to me. Why would Raza Hazar, the father of the Nightmare Realm, give me a mask that turns me into a shadow creature?
So you could marry? No, wait, the shadow would be the opposite, huh?
Well,
Perhaps.
Let me differentiate. It doesn't turn you into Umbrakin, like from the land of Angramora. It just turns you into a shadowed version of yourself.
Okay. Anti-winter.
Yes.
You need the little evil mustache. Okay.
Satir, was this 2 days total downtime or 3 days total?
2.
2? Okay. And Claire's also going to brew a potion of growth.
I really feel like we need to somehow find a way to talk to Aunt Vinfira.
Open
Yeah.
for suggestions.
What did you say, Christina?
Open for suggestions.
Hmm. Well, are we supposed to also be getting some stones of power?
We
Do
have
we have
no
any
idea
clue
where
what
they.
the next one is?
Well, I don't know.
Here, since I have keen mind, does Kalira remember where we're supposed to go next? Or if we've been told where we need to go next?
Hmm. Y'all don't have a direction at this time
That's what I was
that
thinking, but
I
I want to double
remember.
check. Yeah, the other party does. I didn't think this one did.
Well, that's kind of the problem. We don't know where we're supposed to go next. And Atreus is still missing. And
So the only clues we have right now point to the Nightmare Realm that we don't know how to get to.
Well,
well,
I think we can kind of get there.
why don't we just try calling out for Raza Hazar? Maybe he'll answer.
He's kind of
That was my
fixated
idea.
on winter.
Roscoe can get you there. You'll hear a voice.
Sorry, you cut out for me. What was that?
Roscoe can get you there.
Oh. Hello?
You will see
When-
stepping from the shadows a tall, lanky individual. Dark complexion, short hair, long, spindly arms and legs, dressed in fine silk and a top hat.
Are you Roscoe?
That I be. I'm Roscoe, and I can get you to the Nightmare Realm.
For what price?
It only costs 2 gold coins each to travel the ferry.
Fairy?
Does any of this sound familiar?
No. I am the ferryman. I take people from here to there. Once they shuffle off their mortal coil, I escort them across.
Okay. See, is that part of the price? Because I don't know that I'm ready to let all of them shuffle off their mortal coil.
No, no, no. Others have made it without being dead first. You can too.
Can you
This
guarantee?
I guarantee you won't die with my care.
something smells wrong here.
Well, other than going to the Nightmare Realm? Mr. Roscoe, sir? Um, how long have you just been standing there?
Long enough.
Oh, that's unsettling. He's gonna cast Divine Sense on, so that he can suss out who this guy is. Where is it? Does he come up as a celestial, a fiend, or an undead?
Does it say which one?
It just that uh it is that thing, but not exactly specifically like what that thing is.
Then
You know the
everyone but
type of it is, but not like the identity.
Patrick Earmuff, please. You get a very celestial vibe from Roscoe. And
Hell
he
yeah.
seems to feel you feeling him and cast you a knowed look and gives just the slightest tip of the top hat.
He'll kind of nod back, settling down a little bit.
May I bring the others back?
Yeah. Okay, well, so I think we should take a vote on it. And the two options are as follows. We follow Mr. Roscoe here, to the Nightmare Realm, and we go looking for a stone there, I guess. Or we stay here in Frenya and do some more information hunting on stones and see if we can get a passage somewhere where a stone is. Um, all in favor of the Nightmare Realm? Say aye.
Wait a minute. Every time we've read a book or had anyone tell us what was going on, every time it's been different. How are we supposed to know, what's right and what's not?
That's the beauty about an adventure, child. It's in the finding. You
Well,
don't know until you find, and you don't find until you look.
well, so far all we've found is a whole lot of headache and trouble.
And that's another part of the adventure. They're not fun and easy things to do. They are a difficult task, one that you have set upon that you can no longer turn away from.
Really sat upon this one as out of choice. We kind of got tossed at it.
Sometimes that happens.
And it kind of
Yeah, I'm
blew
just
up like
gonna
one of my little seeds.
What's Tell going to do?
reach over to whoever's closest to her in the party and pinch them really hard.
Ow!
Okay, so we're awake.
You are awake.
Yes!
Catherine Hepburn
Bird!
showed up.
I'm sorry, I had to check. I've got weird guy pops out of nowhere, offers to take us to the Nightmare Realm really cheap.
I trust Roscoe.
I say Nightmare Realm. It's the only lead we have.
I hate to admit it.
Plus,
Sorry.
plus, there's a good chance that Atreus is there.
I hate to admit it, but some strange guy popping out of the shadows is one of the less weird things that has happened to us lately. And if it's a chance to save Atreus, I think maybe we need to take it.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Winter, I still haven't voted yet. What do you want to do, Winter?
I'd rather not go to the Nightmare Realm because I don't want it to be seen as a way of me accepting this bullshit marriage that I don't want to be a part of.
Well, just tell him no. He said he wasn't going to marry you without your consent. So just say no.
Bullshit.
You would know a lot about that, wouldn't you?
What bullshit? Oh, you're talking to Yami. I see what you were doing there now. That's pretty good.
Kalira is just going to kind of pat Shariz, probably on the leg because he's 6'10" and she's 2'8".
Is there anything we need to know before we make this trip, Mr. Roscoe?
Hang on tight and enjoy the ride, child.
Make sure that we got all of our stuff.
I'm going to need just a couple minutes to make sure all my tools are packed up. I don't want to forget anything.
Oh,
We
you got
should-
the shrinky box, right? If Atreus left anything, you should stick it in that too, so that we make sure we have everything.
She'll take out her steamer trunk, set it on the floor, whisper to it in Gnomish, expanding it to a full-size trunk, get all of her stuff and anything that Atreus left behind packed up.
We should make sure we didn't leave anything upstairs.
While she's at it, she's also going to make her experimental elixir, grabbing her flask. It is a 4 today. Make a note of that.
Okay. I think I have everything.
Let's go check the other suite real quick.
It's a good idea.
Mr. Roscoe, sir, just give us one moment. We want to make sure we have everything, and he'll hustle off to the other suite.
Okay. Going to the other suite to finish gathering your things. Is there anything you want to do while you're there?
No.
Tammy's gonna grab replacement soap.
Okay. Ganking soap from the hotel. Y'all will return to the quarter, or the room that was being used by Atreus and Kalira. Roscoe will be standing there waiting patiently, smoking a long stem pipe.
Mr. Roscoe, sir, I think we're ready now.
He will smile and extend his hand.
There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's 8 gold for each of us, and he takes out 8 gold and gives it to Roscoe.
Roscoe will blow a puff of smoke before reaching up and unzippering reality, the world falling away from you, melting into a pool of black nothingness, until you hear the creaking of wood, feel the gentle sway of the ocean, as it were, and hear click, 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 click against wood as he stands at the tiller of a longship. The sky a beautiful marmalade with a lemon drop sun.
Mr. Roscoe, where are we?
Why, you're in the sea.
Oh,
Which
okay.
sea?
The forgotten sea. Click, 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 click.
Do any of you guys know about the Forgotten Sea?
No.
No, but I can't help it. I have to know what that sound is.
She's going to very carefully go to the edge and peek over.
You will be met, your gaze met with black, empty, soulless eyes of a porcelain doll. The sea is countless porcelain dolls, their hands aloft, moving the boat along with their fingers clicking against the wood.
Clear's open her mouth like she's about to scream and then close her mouth, go back to her seat, and just kind of blank stare.
Don't look. You don't want to look. Just don't.
Anybody, what are y'all doing?
Winter's just gonna sit there and take Clear at her word.
And we'll pass, and you will pull up to a dock. There's a old shanty at the end of the dock.
That's
Tiami?
where we need to go? Yeah,
When we get home, remind me to throw out all my dolls.
can do. Not sure why, but sure.
Mr. Roscoe, what's that? Pointing to the sea shanty. Shack. The sea shack. Blech.
Why, that's the home of Madame LaRue, the Oracle. She's entertaining guests at this moment, but I'm sure she'd be willing to see you shortly herewith.
Winter's gonna get off of the boat and go onto the dock.
The dock creaks and sways, and you swear for a moment you feel something brush your feet. But when you look, there's nothing there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow after Winter.
Kalira's going to stay very close to Tiami.
Shariz is the rear. Thank you, Mr. Roscoe, for ferrying us.
Thank you for being ferried. I hope you all have a nice day. And I hope that it's a long time before I see you all again. Although I know it won't be. And he takes the tiller and begins moving away.
But wait, that mean he won't take us back?
I.
I believe the deal was to get us here.
We never asked about how we get back. Oh, so was anyone else really, really bothered by the fact that he said it wasn't going to be long before he saw us again?
Yeah.
I mean, death is kind of around us all the time, so I wouldn't. It'll be okay. I think we'll be okay.
I mean, I don't remember seeing him when I died. Did you see him, Sharice?
I don't remember.
Maybe it's one of those things
I
that you
remember
just
seeing
don't remember.
Usmani. That's fair.
You will hear a thrumming of magic, a flash coming through the cracks of the shanty.
I wonder if that means she's done with her guess?
Winter's
Do I
just gonna walk
knock,
towards the
or
shack.
Okay. What does Winter do upon reaching it?
I don't know, listen out for voices.
Why, do come in, child. Do come in. Madame LaRue's been expecting you.
Mm. She'll open the door.
You will find a very sparsely furnished room, a small table, 4 chairs on one side, a single chair at the other, a withered and old elven woman, hunched back, spindly, twisted, crooked fingers, wrinkle upon wrinkle upon wrinkle, but cunning, bright blue eyes.
Well, after you. And she'll motion to everybody else.
Is anyone else nervous? No, just me?
Nope.
Creepy is kind of our normal anymore. And Tammy will go ahead and walk on in.
Therese, can I hold your trunk? Or your hand? Or
Sure.
whatever?
Sure. Mm-hmm. The hand is probably easier. My trunk's not that long.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Shrizzle offer his hand out, and once it's taken, he'll walk Kalira in and sit in the chair next to Tiami.
Does Winter
Pardon.
enter?
Huh?
Does Winter enter?
Yeah, she does. And she does have the decency to close the door behind her.
Closing the door, you'll hear it lock and the doorknob
Fuck.
vanish.
Double fuck.
Why, Your Highness, it's so nice for you to grace us.
So nice of you to welcome us.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you, dearie. I was talking to her, and we'll point at Winter.
I'm not the queen of anything.
Not yet.
Mm.
So you all came looking for the stones of power.
Wow.
You already know why we're here.
Well, of course, I'm Madame LaRue.
I'm sorry I haven't heard of you.
You wouldn't have, child. You don't run in the proper circles.
I don't
Roscoe,
usually run in circles.
Roscoe did say she was an oracle.
Hopefully that will be over soon and I will be returning home. Depends on those nice elves and that dragonborn.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
wait. What?
An elf dragonborn?
Why, yes.
They were here?
Just left.
Shoot, we missed them. But they're okay, right?
As okay as one can be when they find themselves here.
I mean, like, they're not dead?
By now they may be.
Well,
You're an oracle. You should know these things.
Even my sight has limits.
that's kind of comforting in a way.
So
A
you
little
said you had
bit.
info about the stones of power.
Well, I'm figured that's why you were here. The prophecy and all. 10 stones, trouble in the water. Y'all have had the dream. You've troubled the water.
I'm sorry, which dream?
The lady in the throne walking through water to get to her, turning to stone in your presence.
Oh, that one. What does that mean, anyway?
That you're one of the stones that you're chosen.
Well,
So we
that's a
don't need
weird
to
way to...
find the physical stones?
Oh, you do. You do. There's one here in the nightmare realm. Madame LaRue can tell you where it's at. But you got to do something for Madame LaRue.
Name it.
Kalira's
You
just gonna look at
see,
the others.
the stone of power resides in the maze of madness. There's a beast in that maze. A beast that has bound itself to Madame LaRue, and so Madame LaRue cannot leave with the beast alive. Else she take the beast with her, and it wreak all kinds of hell and havoc in the prime material plane. I'll even tell you how to kill it.
Is it inherently evil?
It eats the souls of man.
That wasn't a
But
yes.
evil is subjective, child. So is morality. If you're starving to death and your neighbor has plenty of food and you steal food to feed your family, are you doing wrong?
Hmm.
You'll find your lover there as well, child.
Trace is there?
That's where Raza Hazar took him to have a little conversation.
Well,
She's going to look at the others.
I should let them decide. I don't think I've made very good decisions lately.
How do we get there?
You simply walk out that door. She points to the door in the back of the room. But I warn you, the maze of madness is no easy feat to overcome. It has drawn many a man crazy, and he cut his own throat to be freed of the dementia that it brings. But you all seem like young, strapping adventurers ready to have an adventure.
I I don't know about that. But you said you'd tell us how to kill it. And that seems like
Yes.
important information.
She will unfold the rolls of her skirt and pull out a silver short sword. Silver is the creature's bane. She will lay it on the table. It is resistant to anything else, but will be completely at the mercy of any silver weapon.
Sure is. Why don't you take it?
I mean, if that's what you want, that's fine with me. I just want to make sure that if you wanted it, you could take it, but I'll take it.
You've been doing a really good job. I
Hey,
think that it'd
thanks.
be
I'd
better
like to think.
suited for you.
Well, thanks. I'd like to think that it's because I died and then had all that time to basically learn how to be more or less a proper adventurer and not be such a dumbass. But, you know, experience helps.
You said it's resistant to everything but silver. Does that include magic?
Yes.
She's going to look at the others.
I don't think I'm gonna be much help.
Tammy's gonna rub the
Mm.
tip of her horn. It's okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. And plus, it's resistant, not immune. I'd be way worried if it was immune.
Well, unless there's any other vital information we need, I guess.
Where you're going, if you make it to the heart of the maze, will look like where you have been. Remember that it's someplace new, not a returning.
So until we get to the middle of the maze, everything's gonna look the same.
No, child, the middle of the maze will look like someplace you've been before.
Oh.
Someplace with meaning. But it is not that place.
Someplace we've all been?
Yes.
But you can't tell us what that place is, can you?
Never been.
Well, I guess we'd better be going then.
If I was you, dearie, I'd wear it. She will then stand, her body groaning in protest, the sound of joints popping and cracking as she shuffles to the door, opening it, and what looks to be a grand foyer laying on the other side.
Kalira's going to go over and kind of inspect the door. Does the foyer looks very different than the shack, correct?
Correct.
And from the outside, we had seen the size of the shack.
Yes.
Is this a magic door?
It is, child.
Very interesting. Does it go someplace different each time?
No, it always goes to the maze.
Huh.
Is this the way the other stones left?
Oh no, I sent them somewhere special.
Was that the flash of light we saw before we came in?
It was very astute.
Lady Oracle, lady person. Um, you're kind of like all knowing. So like after we get this stone, are there any more we should be worried about? I know Atreus has one, but like could we have like
Oh no,
a
child.
list?
My vision is clouded where you are concerned.
Hmm.
Can you
Wait.
at least tell us where the one after this one's gonna be?
In a city. Inside a kingdom known as Glandamere.
Isn't that where we're fugitives?
Um, my memory's a little foggy on that.
Our names were cleared. Of course, that's also murky. That could have been a lie.
I
I
was
don't
about
know.
to say.
Let's just go to the maze, one thing at a time.
Maze time.
Why didn't they just
Lady
have us
Oracle,
start with
thank
the
you.
one in Glandamere? We were already there.
Maybe they didn't know about it.
We did leave kind of quickly.
We were kind of forced out kind of quickly.
This has all been really frustrating.
He's going to kind of look around at all of you.
I'm sorry. I guess I feel like I'm stalling.
Let's go. Tammy's gonna walk through the doorway.
Riz will be last to go through the door, and before he goes through, he will say, "Thank you, Lady Oracle person. I hope things work out for you, and we're gonna go kill that thing, and then you'll be able to leave."
Thank you, child. Thank you.
Madame LaRue,
Yes, child.
you said your vision was clouded, but did you mean just when you look at Cheriz or all of us?
All of you.
So it's not clear if we're going to succeed or not, huh?
No, it's not. But I have faith.
She's just going to nod and follow the others.
And as you all step through, we're going to take our first break. We'll be back in 10 minutes after we get our beverages of choice and our snickety snacks, so don't go anywheres. And we'll find out what lies in the maze of madness. Is it really a maze at all? back. Thanks so much for hanging out while we got our beverages of choice and our snickety snacks. I forgot to get my beverage of choice, so I'm getting it now. The party had Matt Roscoe, who had ferried them to. Yeah, let's just make a mess. Sorry, guys. Matt Roscoe, who had ferried them to the shanty of one Madame LaRue, who said that the Stone of Power was in the Maze of Madness, and all they had to do was enter the maze, use silver to kill the beast that lies within, and the stone would be theirs. Madame LaRue even opened the door for them, giving them access to the Maze of Madness. And through it they did trod. And this is where our story resumes. And this is where you find out you have been forsaken to the will of the dice. As you stand in the foyer of the maze, the door closing behind you and fading, there is endless hallway behind you and before you.
Well, do we go forward or do we go backwards?
Forever forward.
Sometimes the way
Forever forwards
forward
it shall
is
be.
often the way back.
Well, we said when we get to the center, it will look like somewhere we've been before. So
Well, I'll go second. If Kalira, you're willing to, uh, like look for traps and stuff, because you're kind of smaller than me and able to find them easier.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Who wants to go behind me?
do you want to go in the back or after Shariz?
I think I'll take up the rear.
Okay.
You're a little squishier than I am.
That's fair.
Okay then.
And Kalira is going to begin to look for traps.
I need an investigation roll, Kalira.
Investigation.
Yes, please.
30.
You do not find any traps. But as soon as the last of you step foot into the maze, there's a bright flash of white light. I need everyone to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Maybe this die will like winter better.
Are they all
Tonight.
within, hang on. Are you all within 10 feet of me?
They would be, yes.
So you all get +5 to your saving throws.
The joys of having a paladin.
I rolled a 1, but I have halfling's luck, so I get to reroll that.
Okay.
What saving throw is this again?
Wisdom,
Ah,
Kalira.
I'm going to add one of my flashes of genius so that it'll make it a 13 because I have a +5 from Shariz.
Okay. Sure is.
18.
Okay. Tiami
With Shariz's +5 is 17.
and Winter.
with Shariz's +5, 15.
And you all fail. I need everyone to roll a d4 to see who gets to start the Maze of Madness. Kalira.
4.
Sure is.
2.
Tiami.
4.
Winter.
2! We made a pattern!
Then the DM will roll and it will be DM's choice. And we start with Winter. I need everyone else to earmuff, please.
Yay!
The world around you changes. Your perception heightened. The instincts of feline nature of the part of you that is tabaxi kicking in, the world glowing as your vision changes to absorb what little light there is and make everything bright. You're standing in a chapel. You're standing before a priest. You're in a very tight fitting dress, beautiful white lace with a long flowing train. In one hand, the mask. In the other hand, a ring.
Is there anyone else there besides the priest?
No.
She's just going to be very confused because to her this feels like choose between the mask or marriage.
The priest will smile. I'm sure he'll be here any minute, child. You should put the mask on to make ready.
What if I don't want to get married?
Oh, that's just nerves talking. We've been planning this for months.
I haven't. I just stepped into some weird maze.
Don't you? Even as you say, I haven't, your mind begins to question. As memories are there at your recall, picking the dress, picking the time, deciding on this chapel because of its relationship to the Tabaxi and Orc hunting ground. This all seems right. Please make another wisdom saving throw.
Maybe this die will be better. Do I still get the +5?
No.
Damn. My wisdom modifier for the audience, by the way, is +0. So this is just a flat d20 roll. It's a 17.
You're trying to remember saying yes. You're trying to remember the engagement. It's clouded. It you can't quite touch those memories, but for some reason this seems like the right thing to be doing, like the safe thing to be doing, like this is going to protect you and your friends.
Me as a player doesn't like you saying that because that starts to go into coercion.
Oh, I know. But there's always an out. I would never give this to you without an out.
She'll look to the priest and say, "Where are my friends?"
You said you didn't want them here.
That why wouldn't I want my friends here?
Give me another wisdom saving throw. This time you may add the +5.
What number is that? 19
19 on the die.
on with the +5.
19. This doesn't make sense. This is foolishness. Why wouldn't your friends be here? Why would you marry this person? There's another flash of light, and you find yourself in the hallway with your friends, disoriented and confused as what was real and what was fake, the line becomes blurred. Do you have anything before I bring the others back?
She'll look down at her hands. The one specifically, the hand that in the vision had the mask in it.
There's nothing there.
She'll give a sigh of relief then.
All right, I will bring the rest back. Now we roll the die to see who's next. Tiami. Everyone but Tiami, please earmuff. It is a gorgeous spring day. You are dressed in the picture of opulence and wealth as you stand in front of an altar with Kalira bridesmaids. Across the aisle from you is Winter, dressed in a beautiful, tight fitting dress with a long, flowing train. In one hand is the mask that you saw chase them, in the other, a ring. There in front of the altar is a priest as everyone waits for the groom.
Do I recognize what he's a priest of?
Give me an insight check.
Insight and not religion?
I'll take religion.
Uh, 16.
He follows the same deity that you do.
Hmm. I'm gonna go try to talk to him.
Okay. What do you say?
Hesnu's blessing upon you, good sir.
Hesnu's blessing.
Is the groom that we wait for Razaha? I forgot how to say his name.
Raza Hazar, of course. You've been here the entire time helping us plan. I need a wisdom saving throw, please. You do not get to add the +5 modifier at this time.
So just a straight D20.
Whatever your wisdom modifier is.
Oh, that's +5. Okay. 21.
No, that's not right. You have no memories of that.
How long is the whole time?
Why, months. We've been preparing this wedding for months.
Hmm. Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
17.
Something is wrong. Something is very, very wrong. Give me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, 7.
How could you forget the months that you've spent beside your dear friend Kalira planning this wedding to the most noble Raza Hazar? Why, you even convinced your father to allow it to be held in the magnificent gardens of the palace. How could you have forgotten that? Are you that selfish that on your friend's wedding day you would forget?
Oh. She's gonna feel really bad and um go back over to Kalira to whisper to Kalira.
What does she whisper to Kalira?
I think I did it again. I really didn't remember this. I'm being a bad friend. You'll let me know if I try to make this about me instead of Winter, right?
Of course, Your Highness.
I told you could stop with the Your Highness. Didn't I?
No, no, you didn't. Another wisdom save, please.
11.
There's a flash of light, and you find yourself in a hallway with Kalira, Shariz, and Winter. You have no idea if this is the truth or if you were just in the truth and have left the truth.
Ugh. Okay.
Um, can I bring the others back now? Shariz and Kalira, I need everyone but you two to earmuff as you're going at the same time.
Oh dear.
It is a beautiful spring day. You find yourself in the audience attendance of what looks to be a wedding. You see standing at the head of the altar as one of the bridesmaids, Tiami, dressed beautifully. The bride to be Winter dressed in a white gown with a long flowing train. And there the priest waiting. It reminds you of your own wedding. When you two were wed, why, not that long ago. I need both of you to give me wisdom saving throws, please.
Kalira still get the +5 for being within 10 feet of me.
Not at this point, no.
And that's a 12.
That is a 20.
No, Shariz, you would remember if you were married. That can't be right. Why, you would have had your mom and everything, and you would know if you'd been around your mom recently. She always made such good food that you always felt a little sick after her visit. Kalira, you're certain. You and Shariz had a beautiful wedding. Your dad and Doll were there. It was delightful. Beautiful music, food, and dancing.
She'll kind of lean over with a silly grin on her face and wrap her arms around his wrists.
Romantic, sweetheart?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, it's just like our wedding was.
Kalira, we're not married to each other.
Yes, we are, silly.
Another wisdom saving throw, Patrick.
16.
How could you forget your wedding? You've been under a lot of stress, what with the Isle of Istrazilion looking to change to a monarchy or a patriarchy, and everyone is proclaiming that you should be king because you're the hero that helped save the world by finding all the stones. There's so much stress, but your wedding was not that long ago. How could you forget? But you did. And there your adoring wife holds your wrist.
Oh, you're that's you're right. You're right. I just all this stress. Oh, it's gonna be hard to be king.
It'll be all right, sweetheart. You have me and my dad and Da. And your mom is super smart. I'm
True.
sure she'll be able to help.
That's true. You will all be able to help me by being royal advisors.
Well, I'm not going to be your advisor, silly goose. I'm your wife.
Oh, I guess that would make you the queen then.
Oh, I hadn't thought about it that way. But it'll be all right. We can do anything together.
And I need wisdom saving throws from both of you. This time, Clara, you may apply the +5.
Okay, well, that's a 1. Halfling's luck. I get to reroll that. +5 makes that an unnatural 20.
Riz.
21.
There's a flash of white light, and you're standing in the hallway.
Oh,
There is Winter and Tiami. But for the life of you, you don't know which is real and which is fake. Did you just leave a wedding? Did you just attend your own wedding? Everything is a jumbled, mixed up mess. I'm going to bring the others back at this time. And here you all are in this hallway, each experiencing something different. Reality folding in on itself. You don't know what's true and what's fake.
Claire's gonna kind of look at Shariz a little confused. And then
he looks confused right back at you.
She's gonna take just the littlest step further from him because she's really not sure what's going on.
This is a weird fucking maze. I don't know what is going on.
Are we awake?
I'm not sure. Should we keep going? Just in case?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Okay.
She's gonna kind of look at Shariz funny again and then turn her attention back to the hallway in front of her and check for traps as she goes again.
Investigation check, please.
23.
There are no traps. But there
Okay.
is another white flash of light. I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's bright.
Does everybody still get the +5?
They do get the +5 from being near the paladin.
Pardon.
Lyra,
12 plus 5, 17.
17. Shariz,
19.
Kiami,
29.
Winter,
You see, these 20s aren't natural. They've had a little surgery. It's an unnatural 20. Sorry.
Once more, the world will melt and change. Reality will fold for Shariz and Kalira. You're standing over top of Atreus. He's dead. He had to die. He knew too much. He was going to destroy you. He was going to destroy this marriage that you had worked so hard. You had to kill him.
Um,
Uh,
he just looks to Kalira.
oh, I
She just starts sobbing.
Triz just stands there in disbelief.
As you sob, Kalira, you will hear Atreus's voice. How could you, Bitey? Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, she's just gonna cry harder. 15.
How could you indeed? The white flash of light will happen, and you'll find yourselves once more in the hallway, a little further down this time, a little more confused.
Kalira is just sobbing.
Kalira, are you okay?
I'm not okay. None of this is okay.
Cameron's just gonna look at Winter. Like, do you see this?
Winter's gonna, like, look at Clear, like, nod and also just shrug.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
What's got you confused there, buddy?
Well, you see, part of my brain thinks I'm married to Kalira and I was at your wedding to somebody, and then we killed Atreus because he was gonna break up our marriage. But I don't think any of that happened, but I also don't know if it didn't happen.
Wait, why would you marry Kalira?
Right, you think
I
she's your
don't know.
family.
I know. That's why I'm confused.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Not.
Oh.
There it goes. Apparently it wasn't catching up. Wait, what do you mean why would he marry me? You don't think I'm good enough for Sharice?
No, I think Shariz isn't good enough for you.
I just think that would be weird. Shariz would be like doing his sister in his mind, and that's just kind of twisted.
I'm not into that.
Also, like, just think about the complications you two would have, like, with the height and just general size differences.
Kalira, I think we're just gonna have to push on through this. We have to remind ourselves that we're not actually married and that we didn't kill Atreus, that we came here to save him.
I really hope we didn't.
If you didn't kill him, why is there blood on your hands, Kalira?
She's gonna look down at her hands. She sees blood on her hands.
Yes.
She's gonna scream again. Well, not again, but scream. She's just so I don't know if you all see the blood, but she's just looking at her hands and screaming.
Y'all do not see the blood.
Kevin's gonna try to go over and comfort Kalira.
Don't stay back. He can't be trusted.
It's okay, honey. It's fine.
Not okay.
You remember we're in the maze of madness, right?
Sammy, his blood's on my hands. I had to have done it.
No. Tammy's gonna touch her hand, like Kalira's hands, and then like turn hers over.
When you touch her hand, Tiami, you see cracks like running across China. And Kalira falls to pieces before you.
Now Tiami's gonna scream.
And as you scream, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
We still get the +5?
They do get the +5.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Kalira.
24.
Sure is.
15.
Tiami.
Dirty 20.
Winter.
22.
The bright flash of light will fade and you will find yourself standing in a circular room. There are statues. Xanther, Atreus, Mila, circling around you. In the center, a red glowing orb. And an unconscious Atreus.
Oh shit, is this the center?
He said it would look like someplace we'd been before.
She's like sniffling and wiping her eyes.
Well, we have been here before.
As soon as she notices Atreus, Kalira will run over to him.
As you run over to him, he will sit up, look you in the eyes. Why'd you do it, Bitey? And you will see him sink in as if all the liquid is being pulled from him. He is being insanguinated right in front of you, mummified and falling to dust.
As soon as he sat up and said, "Why'd you do it, Bitey?" she would have come to a dead stop in her tracks and just watched in horror, going completely pale, just staring.
Do we all see this happen?
Yes.
I was going to try to go touch the red orb in the center.
When you touch it, there's another flash of light, this one blue. You find yourself standing in that room, but there is no pile of ash where Atreus once was. There's only you all. You are battered and bruised, your clothes ripped. There's blood on your hands, blood brought on by the clawing of your own flesh. While visiting the brink of madness, you passed the test and made it to the center of the maze without killing yourself. Congratulations. The hard part is yet to come. When we take our final break, we'll be back and find out what beast lays within the center of the maze. back. Thanks so much for hanging out. Sorry it took a little longer. It was my fault. I'm having technical issues with my body. I'm having a hell of a bad pain day. Before we went on break, the party had made it through the maze of madness. Good job, guys. You had made it to the center. The only
Also,
problem
bless you,
is
Patrick.
that those memories that was there will permeate you for the rest of your life, and you will constantly have to fight to determine what is reality and what is not. In the center of the maze among the statues, you will see a small looking woman, mid back, long brown hair, silver pupilless eyes. So you have come to kill me, she will say.
That depends. Are you the beast we were told about?
I have been called many things.
Like what?
I am called beast, murderer, devourer. I am called friend. I am called child. I am called woman.
I'm so confused.
Let me help you, child. She'll extend a hand to you.
Don't do it.
I don't know. Nothing personal. I just a little funny about people I don't know touching me.
Chris.
But you can trust me. Charisma saving throw, please, Calera.
Ah, shit. I suck at these. I suck at all saving throws lately, apparently.
You
If
are
you're within
within 10 feet, so you will get the +5 from the Paladin Shariz.
Right. So that's a 17.
Oh, you don't feel if this person is trustworthy at all.
She's going to take a little step back, so she's kind of slightly behind Shiriz's leg.
No, I think I'll be okay over here with my friends.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy tearing you from limb. You will hear the sounds of bone cracking and popping as their head begins to jerk and gyrate, turning upside down and sinking into their chest opening to show a vertical mouth full of rows of sharp teeth, the hands elongating long claw-like fingers. I need everyone to please roll initiative and join me in Owlbear Rodeo.
Sure is. Stab it now.
Clear would have been here. We'll put the winner here. There. There. All right, Kalira.
4.
Sure is.
a 20.
Yami
17.
and Winter.
18.
All right, Shariz, you're up first.
All right. Shariz is going to object interaction, draw the silvered short sword. It's going to take movement to step into the creature. And as a bonus action, cast Sorry, my ensnaring strike.
Okay. Wait 1 second. I'm waiting for the stream to switch over to the owlbear so that the audience can see.
No worries.
It's the same as last night. I said that. Talking to the producer, it's the same owlbear as last night. While this is happening, I will tell you all that all this shit has been made up completely off the top of my head because I've not slept in days and have been too tired to properly prepare. So I hope that you all are enjoying it at least.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and make your attack there, Shariz.
First attack is a 16.
16 will miss.
Second attack, 25.
That will hit.
Right, so he'll take first 8 points of silvered piercing damage, and then because of the ensnaring strike, it needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 16. If it's large or larger, it has advantage on the saving throw.
Okay. So I rolled a natural 17 plus 3 for a dirty 20.
Okay, so then the vines that would come up around that would wriggle a mass of thorns and vines appear on him, and then they just shrivel away.
Okay.
And that is Shirz's turn.
The creature will claw at you, Shariz, taking 2 claw attacks. The first one, 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
The second one, 17 to hit.
17 meets.
If it meets, it beats. That is 11 points of slashing damage. And this large vertical maw snaps at you. That will miss. That will bring up Winter.
All right. Winter is going to move around to the back of the creature. And she's going to stab at it with her short sword because, as Shariz said, resistant does not mean immune.
Okay. So you are flanking, so you will get advantage.
Oh, yeah. Ah! If I don't drop my dice. Alright, that is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright, and that is this one. That is unfortunately only 7, which is going to get reduced because of the resistance.
All right. Do you have another attack, or is that your turn?
Oh yeah, she does. That is another 22.
That'll hit.
And then... Aha! 15 damage. Max damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
All right. That'll bring up Tiami with clear on deck.
Ooh. All right. So Tammy's gonna move here and attempt to attack with her horn. And no, that's a miss. That's only an 8.
That will miss. Is that your turn?
Oh, she's got 2 weapons fighting. Okay. So she's gonna try to punch it then
Okay,
with the
go ahead.
knuckles. No, that misses too. She's not having a good day. That was a 9.
All right. That'll bring up Kalira.
Kalira is going to move so that she is off to the right of the creature and has a clean line of sight, but is staying back. She's tiny and squishy and doesn't want to be underfoot. And she's going to pull a test tube or a vial from her bag, using it as her arcane focus so that she can use her alchemical savant to add 5 to damage. And she's going to cast Acid Arrow.
Okay.
So on a hit, the target takes 4d4 acid damage immediately and 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target for half damage and no
Okay.
additional damage. All right, so that's a 1. And I have halfling's luck. I get to
You
reroll
do
the
have
1.
half as luck.
I'm going to switch die, though, because I'm mad at that one now. 12 and 8 is 20.
When he hits.
Woohoo! All right, so I'm using Alchemical Savant, so it's going to have a +5 to the damage. It's 4d4. Sorry, d4s are so hard to pick up. $17 points of acid damage, and then it's going to be halved because it's resistance, and then 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn.
All right. I will mark it with a green ring to try to remember on its turn that it'll take more damage. Is that your turn, Kalira?
That is Clear's turn.
Sure is.
All right. The wonderful Luxodon is going to take another swing with the silvered short sword. That's with advantage because flanking, right?
Correct.
Cool. Thank goodness for that, because that's a 23
23 hits.
for 9 magical slashing damage, or not magical, it's just silvered slashing or piercing damage. Sorry, gosh. But I am going to use a divine smite while I do this, and I'm going to burn a level 2 spell slot to do it, and that will give me an additional 3d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So it's an additional 10 radiant damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
That's just the first swing. So
Okay.
second swing
Excellent.
here.
Sorry about that. I forgot that you have
No,
multi
you're
attack.
good. I was excited to get that on my first strike. But the second strike will be a dirty 20,
30, 20 hits.
and that will be for 5 silvered piercing damage. And that will be my turn.
All right. The monster will spin on you, Winter, with its claw. 13 to hit,
That is a miss.
5 to hit.
What do you think, sir?
That misses. It will now try the bite. 16.
If it meets, it beats.
I need a strength saving throw as it
Oh,
attempts to swallow you.
I'm better at those than most others. I would hope so. I'm a fighter. Okay, that is 16 plus 7 is 23.
You resist being swallowed, but you do take 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
It is now going to use one of its legendary actions. A wave of blue energy bursts out from it. I need everyone to please make charisma saving throws.
Yeah, I mean,
Am I
you
within
are
10 feet
within
of
10 feet of
Shiraz?
me. You're within 15, sadly.
Ah,
You're just outside of it.
Oh, you're
But
in 10
Tiami's
feet.
close enough.
Edge to
Are
edge,
they?
10 feet. Yep.
Oh, edge to edge. It's not. It's giving me right from the middle of mine, so
Yeah.
it's not letting me do edge. Well, cool.
Kalira is not, though. All right, Kalira.
That is a 17.
Okay. Shariz,
24.
Kiami,
27.
and Winter.
25.
The effect has no effect. You all are not persuaded that it's your friend, and the battle continues. That will bring up Winter.
All right. Same as before. Stabby stabbies. Okay, that is that one. That's gonna be a miss. I rolled a 2 as my highest roll.
That will miss.
16.
16 is a miss.
I would
Kiami.
like to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would like to action surge.
Yes, you may action surge. You get 2 more attacks.
With. Yeah, that's a 15. That's not gonna hit. And there we go. That's a 25.
That'll hit.
That's the die I want to roll. That's cocked. Here we go. 7. 7 damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Kiami.
All right, try again for the horns. 24.
That hits.
Yay. And that is 8 points of damage, and she does have the silver tips on her horns.
That is right. Is that your turn?
So I have 2-weapon fighting. Can I use the other horn as an attack, or do I have to use a different weapon?
I'm going to say sure.
Okay.
I'm tired and it would look cool.
That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that is 6 points of damage.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, so she's going to hit him with the one horn and then turn her head and just dive into it with the other horn.
Blood, gore, ichor comes flowing out of the large vertical mouth. The creature shuddering and perishing at your feet. You will hear soft clapping. You will see the bent elderly elf that had sent you on the quest stepping from behind one of the statues. Thank you. Thank you so much. My time here now can be ended without that damnable queen and her magic.
I'm sorry, what queen?
Llewellyn Rose, the queen of the fairies. I had a dalliance with a married man, and she sent me here.
Was it her married man?
She'll just laugh.
Wait,
I'm
I'm
gonna
really
take that as a yes.
confused. Did we just hurt the Fairy Queen?
Oh, no, child. That'll be me. A deal's a deal. She will pull from around her neck a glowing stone and offer it to you, Tiami.
Cameron's gonna grab it.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, that's only a 12.
In a moment, Tiami, you fall dead on the ground. You see the afterlife there before you. It's nothing like you had pictured. It is calm, quiet, less cluttered. It is beautiful. It is peaceful. And then with a gasp, you return to the prime material, watching the stone bury into your hand.
She's gonna look at Shiraz and go, "That doesn't count."
Okay, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but okay. Are you okay? How's your hand there, buddy?
She's gonna look at her hand. Does she see anything?
There's a soft blue aura. When we go offline, I'll tell you what Tiami will eventually learn once she attunes.
Okay. I think it's okay. At least blue's my color. She's gonna hold her hand up by her hair.
Wait,
Mm.
I have a question for. And she points at the older elf lady.
The older elf lady is gone.
Son of a bitch.
There is a small wedding cake, 2 black rings, and a black mask where she once stood.
Winter just looks the most done she has in a while.
They're really pushing this wedding thing on you.
And
They
this is where we're
really
going
are.
to pause for the evening because I cannot continue without Locke. I didn't get as many you bastards as I hoped, so I'll have to try harder next time.
A couple of really close moments, though.
Oh, I hope everybody had fun.
Good.
Thank you guys so much for playing at my table. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching us. We love sharing our story with you. I was not anticipating Locke being out tonight. He actually last minute told us he wouldn't be able to make it, so I had to make this shit up on the fly. So hopefully it was entertaining. Let's go ahead and remind people who we are, where they can find us, and let's get out of here.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice, the voice of Winter, and can I just say, your eyebrows look on fleek, they are snatched, they are plucked, they look so good. And you can find me on Twitter at CapandCuppyCake.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christina, the voice of Tiavi, and you can find me on Twitter at Tiamorskaskula.
Hey everyone, it's me, Patrick, the voice of Shrews. And you can find me on Twitter.
Did he freeze?
He froze.
He
You
froze.
can find him on Twitter
Freeze!
at Peculiar Patrick. Hey,
Hey,
is he coming
everybody.
back?
Am I here?
Now you're
He's
back.
alive!
That's weird. It didn't freeze for me, but yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Hey, everybody. I'm Ren Matley, the voice of Kalira, and you can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
And I'm Tier the DM, the world's okayest DM. And you can find me on Twitter at Tier_the_DM. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We hope that you had a blast. We love you. Most importantly, love yourself. Remember that love and inclusion are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torchbearers. And until next time, live a life to make yourself proud. Love you guys.